Hey everyone, Brian from Three Geeky Dads here. Before we begin tonight's episode, I just want everyone to know that we are now sponsored by Audible. As an IT professional for a school department, I find myself behind the wheel of my car traveling between schools almost all day long, and that's where Audible comes in. Right now, I'm enjoying listening to Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, read by Stephen Fry. It's so enjoyable to hear this hilarious audiobook read by a proper British comic actor. And that's just scratching the surface. Audible is the leading provider of spoken word content, with everything from bestsellers, celebrity memoirs, and news to podcasts. Yes, if you're into podcasts, and you're listening to us right now, so we can assume you do, Audible has got you covered. Just go to www.audibletrial.com/3GD to get your free 30-day trial today. That's www.audibletrial.com/3GD to get your free 30-day trial. You'll get 1 credit, 2 credits if you're already an Amazon Prime member. That's good for any premium selection titles you like, and they're yours to keep. You also get the Audible Plus catalog of podcasts, audiobooks, guided wellness, and Audible originals. Listen all you want. No credits needed. Again, that's www.audibletrial.com/3GD. $14.95 a month after your 30-day trial. Cancel at any time. Audible. Stay informed, connected, and inspired. And now, on with the show.
Warning, incoming dad joke. Warning, incoming dad joke.
Hey, Brian, how does an alien keep his pants up?
I have no idea, Derek. How?
With an asteroid belt, of course.
Oh, my God.
Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
It was like a pink nightmare. Christmas as a Yule log. Not a log, I don't have a log.
All that I have, all that I've learned, everything I feel, all this and more I bequeath you, my son.
Your father was Frankenstein, and your mother was the lightning.
We named the dog Indiana.
I am your father.
Hello and welcome to another mind-bending episode of Three Geeky Dads, the show that has all the girls screaming, "Run!" I am Mark, and with me as always are the Anthony and Michael to my hall.
Derek?
And Brian?
And like awesome extra bonus materials on a DVD, remember those, we have joining us as always, the fastest phone checker-upper in the West, the parsley to our sage, rosemary, and thyme, Tito.
Hey, that's
Hey.
debatable.
What?
The
That you're made of
checker
time?
upper.
I think it was
Nobody does it
sarcastic,
better
right?
than
It
you.
was-
Sometimes it takes me a minute.
It's meant. That was meant with full, genuine fullity. Yeah, tonight.
That don't make no sense.
That's a thing. Tonight we are
Full
launching
acidity.
off the month of April with a timeless classic, ladies and gentlemen. The story about a young boy who befriends a lost alien and forms a friendship that is truly out of this world. A family adventure that has captured the hearts of generations of moviegoers and still remains one of the great all-time sci-fi adventure fantasies. I am, of course, talking about Steven Spielberg's 1982 family classic, E.T. Yes, Mac and me. And April Fools to all you listeners who are no doubt going to hate us this month because the dads, being such devious little pranksters, are pulling a bunch of surprises for the month of April, celebrating this beloved pagan holiday, April Fool's Day, and extending it far further than just one day. Sorry, not sorry, as the kids say today. I don't know if the kids really say sorry, not sorry.
I think
but
they still do.
Yeah.
Reese's says it, so there you go. And that's kind of E.T.-ish, so there
Yeah.
you go. Hey, our movie tonight is sadly not E.T., but E.T.'s special needs cousin of a film, Mac and Me.
Oh, that's not right.
The story about McDonald's, Coca-Cola, and some of the most derpy yet terrifying creatures ever seen on screen since Mama June and Honey Boo Boo. But they're still a thing, huh? That's relevant humor, yeah. But before we toss boys off of cliffs in wheelchairs and file a lawsuit against Ronald McDonald, our own alien of always alluring appetizers, Chef Brian Renzio Ramsey, is here to start us off.
Let's go eat, huh?
Hi, Brian.
Hey.
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 Yeah, so as Mark said, we're going to be looking at a movie about a being from another world who gets separated from his own kind and is befriended by a young boy and his family. The alien in question is just a combination of clever puppetry, camera tricks, and an actor wearing a latex alien costume. Does it work? A lot of times. Derek's already laughing. We know the answer. Does it work? A lot of times, with the right people behind the camera and a large enough budget for a decent effects department, the answer is yes. These kinds of cinematic sleight-of-hand tricks can combine to convince the audience that what they're viewing is realistic and believable. But then there are the other movies, the B-movie, low-budget independent films that were shot on a shoestring budget, but were trying their hardest to pull off the same effect. This week, this appetizer, we're looking at those low-budget beasties, the cost-effective creature and bargain basement brute, the dollar store dinosaur, the marked-down monster, or the El Cheapo super creepo that elicited more laughs than shocks, scares, or cries of delight when they first appeared on screen.
Nice.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
That was like Dr. Smith Lost in Space awesomeness. Right
Oh, the pain, the pain. Come along, William.
Who went last week? I don't remember.
I started.
You started, right? So
Yeah.
Tito's starting.
Tito.
Perfect. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this film. I learned about it a few months ago, and it's pretty fucking terrible.
Pretty nice.
Sharkula is the movie I'm picking, and the effects in that movie are real bad. Listen to our last episode to find out how bad, if you haven't already. That's it. Yeah, that's probably the worst fucking effects I've ever seen in anything.
And that's all I have to say about that.
I stayed away from that only because we talked about it last week, and I thought somebody might pick it, and I was right.
As soon as I read that text, I thought, oh, I have the perfect movie for that.
Well, folks, I am a fan of the bad and the practical, and even those B-movie monsters. I can't help but diss them because I love them so. But however, even I have limits, and ones that even I hate fall into a movie called Neverending Story 3.
Oh, never saw that one.
Now, Neverending Story is a movie that boasts wonderful creature effects, whereas the second one, though not as good a film, still has good creature effects. They stick true to the original designs. The third movie goes way off the rails, and everything is done in really bad puppetry. Like, I can't even describe. There's no words to describe how bad these puppets are. It's impossible to come up with a word. You're just gonna have to see
the tree and like Junior Rockbiter, right?
Uh-huh.
Or like his buddies in that one. Yeah.
Falcor looks ridiculous.
Oh, he looks more like a dog.
He looks
more
like
doggish.
something you would see in a parade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a New Orleans parade or something.
Oh,
like
Mardi
that.
Gras.
A Mardi Gras.
You throw
Thank you.
beads
That's
at it.
the word. Yeah. You throw anal beads. Which this is just as bad. What's worse, Neverending Story 3 or anal beads? You decide.
That's just wrong.
That's my. Watch the movie. It might be tougher than you think to make that decision.
I went with now. This is a movie that I love very much, but the Goombas from Super Mario Brothers are pretty fucking terrible.
I had a feeling that movie might show up on somebody's list.
Yeah, I love that movie. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, the way that they did the Goombas is, and I get it. You can't really make walking mushrooms, but
It's weird.
The little heads were just fucking weird.
Even as a kid, I was like, wow, that's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
And
what?
then they get
Why are their
like,
heads so small?
and then one of them has a harmonica, and
yeah.
which is even worse.
Mojo
like,
Nixon, right?
No lips.
Oh, yeah.
No lips to wrap around the
Mojo Nixon.
yes.
Mojo Nixon.
Pretty bad.
That's a good one. That's actually I didn't actually mind those, and I hate that movie. That's really weird.
There's something about them.
Oh, they're awful.
They look terrible.
I feel like you could, even back then, if you put effort into it, find a way to make mushrooms walk around, though.
Yeah,
You
probably.
could, yeah. Brian?
So Mark likes to inflict pain upon us.
Name.
Oh, I'm going to name one.
Name several.
Mark likes bad movies. We all like bad movies, and Mark is great for introducing us to new bad movies. And the
what
one
I
that
was
I'm
put on this
picking,
earth
I'm
to do.
surprised that nobody else has picked. So
It's
it's
one of
going
my
back up to
backups.
the top of my list. It's 1986's Rawhead Rex. Thank you, Mark, for introducing me to Rawhead Rex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is pretty bad.
It's a terrible, terrible mask. It's an awful movie.
It's so bad.
And yet I've watched it 2.5 times.
Is it worse than? Well, no, we'll get into that tonight. Never mind. But it is. That movie is fucking awesome. But it is terrible.
So you say.
No, it's terrible. It is
That was one of my backups.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
hoping and Also, having had a feeling somebody was going to pick that one.
I was kind of hoping you were gonna pick it.
No,
I
liked
really
it.
thought you were.
No,
That's why
I love it too much to hate
When
on
he started talking about how he likes bad movies,
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought
like,
it
oh,
was
here he
over.
goes.
Rex.
But
Rawhead.
no, I'm not. It's not the worst thing I've seen. However, I'm not going to dispute that either. It would just be criminal to say, "Oh, it's great," because I really can't close
It's
his
not.
mouth. The Halloween novelty eyes. And
There's a mouth behind his mouth.
There's a
You
mouth
can see
behind
the
him.
guy's mouth inside
Yeah.
the mouth.
True, you can.
He's like if Gumby, not Gumby, Pokey. If Pokey turned into a monster.
That's true.
Oh,
Yeah, you're not
He's
wrong.
got that like
yeah.
pokey-shaped head.
Yeah.
See,
It's almost
I-
like a horse's mane for hair.
Yeah.
I always said it was a horse that fucked Arnold Schwarzenegger because that's
It
what
does look a little
looks
like Arnold.
Exactly like
Interesting.
that.
And then Arnold got pregnant and gave birth to it. The monster.
Yeah, I think so. I think
And now, didn't you see the end of 9 months?
Not 9 months.
Junior.
Fuck.
I'm having
I did
deja
that
vu.
last
We
time.
did.
9 months, Junior. Close enough. It both deals with babies. Neither deal with Rawhead Rex, though.
No.
Thankfully.
I try not to.
No, that movie is fantastic. If you guys have not seen it, check it out, and then
Well,
send
it's
your
Easter.
angry
It's
ladies.
Easter. I'm surprised
That's
we're
my
not
Easter
doing
movie.
That's right. It's an Easter film.
Oh, who said you guys were getting out of that? That ain't happening. You just don't know it yet. It's the right. It's the second coming of a god. It fits, right? The theme, right?
It's poetic.
Again, it's like poetry, so if they rhyme.
Thank you. You guys got my back.
Any backups, Cheeto?
Yeah, Sharkenstein.
That's it. Just
That's it.
And Rawhead Rex.
And Rawhead Rex.
Yeah.
Mark?
Hobgoblins, The Creeping Terror, Jaws 3 and 4.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Trolls too.
Oh,
Those are pretty
Trolls
good.
too. Yeah, I forgot
I was
about
wondering
that.
if any of you guys are going to pick Ghoulies or any of those.
No.
I didn't mind the
Too-
Ghoulies monsters. I thought they
No?
were
Too
Critters?
fun and low budget. Critters is
I think
good.
Critters look
Yeah.
pretty solid.
Critters are solid effects, man. Especially the second one. The first
I only
one.
remember seeing the first one.
Oh, I love Critters.
I like the first one.
Yeah.
Which one has DiCaprio in it?
The first one. Oh.
3.
No, it's not the first
Did you
one.
go like that?
3. That's how I do
Fucking
3.
German? Say goodbye to your Nazi
yo.
balls.
People can't see me. What are you trying to paint me
Right?
as?
That was that. What's that
Shocker.
movie with
the
the
shocker. The shocker, too, I guess.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yourself, the shocker. I'm the shocker. I shock people. What is this, pro wrestling?
What's
I've
that?
never
What's
done
the,
that,
the
so-
Tarantino movie?
Right. No,
What's
I
the
can't
Tarantino
do that.
movie?
Look at my fingers. They're
The
crazy.
Tarantino movie?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the where they
the
Where they order the
they
beers,
hunt the
right?
Nazis. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Oh, Inglourious
Inglourious
Basterds?
Bastards.
Glorious Bastards.
When they're in the bar and he's ordering another
That's
round
how
of
he
drinks.
goes up through.
Oh.
He says, "Oh, that's not the German way."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Inglorious Bastards. Oh, that's how I always did it. I'm special.
weird.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
I'm not
special.
a Nazi out there, by the way. Thank you. I want to clarify that.
Speaking of which, guess who I saw at the market the other day? Oh, I don't know, Adolf Hitler? I love Hitler. Who doesn't? But you ever see him in person?
Rawhead was one of my backups, as was the Dracula that appeared in Blade Trinity.
Stretching.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I didn't like
Yep.
that
Big,
one.
like,
yeah,
the red horns.
yeah, I didn't like
It was
that.
just
guy.
awful.
That was with Dominic Purcell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Wave
like a
from
backup.
Prison Break.
He's a behind.
Yeah, he was in the
It was
the
Heatwave.
Berlanti
He's
DC
Heatwave
universe.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Heatwave. I liked him as Heatwave.
I thought it was
Yeah,
good
me
as
too.
Did not
Heatwave.
like him as
I
Dracula.
Sucked as Dracula.
Yeah, that movie blew.
My
What are you doing?
Shit.
You're still over there. He sucked his Dracula, and then you did the shocker move. What the
I was throwing Tito off, and then my
You want a
arthritis kicked in.
shocker, Dominic Purcell?
Shocker. I'm the shocker. I shock people.
That's fine with me.
You might like it.
There is one shocker, and that's
is
Mitch
Easter, after
Pileggi.
all.
Thank you very much.
Mitch Pileggi.
Mitch Pileggi, the shocker. Horace
The one and
Pinker.
only.
Horace
Yeah.
Pinker.
Brian, did you have any extras?
I sure did.
Yeah.
I'm going way back. I'm
Wayback
picking
Machine.
Robot Monster from 1956. Basically,
I love that thing.
basically a guy in a gorilla suit with a space helmet.
Yep.
That's all it was.
That's
You
a win.
guys have seen this thing, I'm sure. I'm picking the monster from the Horror of Party Beach. It was like a ripoff, a
giant
ripoff of
fish
the
with
with the hot dogs in his mouth. Yeah.
Yep.
He looked like the Gill Man from the Creature from the Black Lagoon, but he had a mouthful of hot dogs.
I'm not gonna lie, and I think those are better than the Rawhead effects.
Yeah.
Those are done better.
Those were done better.
Those are done much better than old Rawhead was.
Do you remember the movie The Giant Claw? It was about a huge bird-looking thing, but it was like the most ridiculous-looking puppet you've ever seen.
No, I don't think I've
Oh,
seen
it was
that one.
horrible. So I've got that one as one of my runners-up. That goes back
Project.
to 1951.
Nice.
Project.
Yeah, and I've also got The Thing from Another World. the original Thing movie.
Really?
When James Arness finally shows up as the creature,
Yeah.
and he looks just like
just like a mutated Frankenstein.
he looks like.
I like that.
The Great Gazoo, but he's 8 feet tall.
It's like the leader. Yeah, a little bit of that.
Hey, dummy.
Dum-dum.
So on my runner-up, The Creeping Terror, it's basically like people under a giant rug that just crawl around on the floor eating people.
Yeah.
Vic Savage's Creeping Terror. Mystery Science Theater. Check it out. It's just a rug.
Just a rug.
It's just a throw rug.
I literally think that's what they
goes
use.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they did. Yeah, no, and they just climbed on top of people with the rug on them and said, pretend to be eaten. It was worse than Ed Wood. Worse than Ed Wood, which I'll never put Edward on here. Edward D. Wood Jr.
Now, what is the one thing, if you put it in a movie, it'll be successful? Tits. No, better than that. Hit the bars, work some parties, and get me transvestites. I need transvestites.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
Awesome appetizers. Are we ready for the main course?
Let's do it.
If we can stomach it.
I think we drink virgin blood because it sounds cool.
I think of it like this. If you're going to eat a sandwich, you would just enjoy it more if you knew no one had fucked it.
Okay, time for the main course, and as always, time for one of my popular, long-winded, pretentious, and deep-thought intros that give us an in-depth look at the film we're reviewing tonight. This movie blows. Opening thoughts?
Very nice.
Derek?
This movie sucks. It's awful. And I just cannot stand to look at these aliens. They're big pot bellies. And they do. They have
They
these
drink
like
nothing but Coke. I mean,
it's like well,
it happens.
They walk around like they shit their pants if they were wearing pants.
It's not good.
And there's like a kid. Is it a daughter? Is there was one of them's a girl, right? He has.
They had
Mac
the little
has a sister?
baby one.
Well, he's the little one. and
Yeah,
then
he's
there's
the
like
little
a
one, and then
teenage
there's
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
But and I think
Yeah,
it's a
because she
a
wears a
sister.
dress at the end.
At the end, yeah.
That was
That's-
kind of
you're
that was
right.
kind of
It did.
nondescript until the end.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
we didn't know what that was.
But
We
they
didn't know
wear
what
whatever
any
the
of them
fuck you want them to. They don't
Yeah,
know what
right.
the fuck clothes are.
Yeah,
right.
apparently.
Fucking naked.
Yeah, it's bad.
You're a girl. Okay.
I am very thankful for Mystery Science Theater 3000 because that's how I watched this movie.
Made it bearable.
Yeah, that's my thoughts.
Yeah.
Brian?
No, Derek's right. This movie was horrible. The creature design was terrible with their little tiny, like, it always looked like they were surprised expressions on their
mouths?
faces.
Yeah,
They're big jowly potato heads.
They look like sea monkeys.
They kind of
gigantic sea monkeys.
They did, yes. If you remove the gills and the charm.
They're sea monkeys without the appeal.
And everything that made sea monkeys appealing. Thank you. I wanted sea monkeys when I was a kid. I saw that ad and I was like, and I finally got them, and I was so disappointed that there was no little castle and he's not wearing crowns. And I'm like, what the fuck are those things? Algae. No, it was like product placement, the movie, but it was almost like
Big time.
it was like one big commercial for McDonald's and Coca-Cola, but let's also stick a little alien action into it. You know, that's all it was. It was terrible, and
It would have been a better movie if Grimace was the star.
yeah. Thank God for Paul Rudd too
Grimace.
for his joke, his running gag on Conan O'Brien,
Oh,
like always showing this clip
the
of
footage.
the little boy going over the cliff in his wheelchair every time he goes on to pitch something. He says, "I've got a clip," and he's been doing that same gag.
Yeah.
Going all the way back to when he was on Friends, and I didn't even realize he was on Friends because I googled this to see how long
Mary's
he's been
Phoebe.
doing. 18 goddamn years he's been pulling this prank on Conan O'Brien.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. That's the only good thing to come from this movie.
It really is. That's what I said. Thank God for Paul Rudd.
Is that little
And you're right, Derek. Thank God for Mystery Science Theater too for taking the piss out of this movie.
That's right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. I haven't seen it in like 40 years. I'm 40.
It's close to
30-ish something years. I like the nostalgia of the fucking McDonald's and the Coke, and I was like, man, I wish I was a kid at McDonald's drinking Coke right now, eating French fries and watching people fucking.
And that was back when
pop and
McDonald's
lock.
were actually fun too. They're not like these
When they were
gray.
fun, they had playgrounds
Yeah.
and like the fry guys. You could sit on the fry guy's head, but it was a stool.
Yep.
Yep.
And I don't know why I really like the uniforms they used to wear too. She was wearing the uniform. I was like, I like that uniform.
I like the older sister.
Tito
in it.
paused the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to buy one of those polos. Yeah, I mean, it's not good. I actually enjoy a lot of the stuff when the aliens aren't on screen. But yeah, they're really hard to look at and to watch, and they could have made their mouths move. I don't know what the fuck's going on there.
Instead of just whistling.
Yeah, instead of the whistling and the fucking weird shit. But yeah, you know what I really appreciate about this movie? Not that the kid isn't actually in a wheelchair, but the fact that they cast a kid that was actually, I always have like spina bifida. And he's not a great actor. Yeah. The kid actually is in a wheelchair.
Oh, wow.
Derry's throwing out half his notes now.
I know.
But I appreciated that they cast the kid, and it's the effort that they put into not making it seem like he's out of place. Like they don't draw a lot of attention to the fact that he's in a wheelchair outside of falling off a cliff. And I really like that the mom was like, the windows are there's no stairs anyway. I was like, oh, this is a nice mom.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was like, the nostalgia of it was kind of cool. I hadn't seen it in so long that I didn't, it was whatever. I'll never watch it again, but
All right.
it's a movie.
That happened, and we all let it happen.
Tito throwing some kindness Mac and me's way.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I was today years old when I realized what MAC stood for.
McDonald's.
It was like mysterious alien creature.
God.
I never knew that.
I thought it was McDonald's.
No, it's
I
mysterious
honestly thought it
alien
was a
creature.
clever-
Really? When did you read that?
Like
Did you
E.T.
make that up?
No, I read it on the internets.
The internet.
Oh.
And they never lie.
Mysterious alien creature.
Makes
Mac.
sense. Yeah.
Like E.T., extraterrestrial.
Yeah. Or Alf.
Or Alf.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Alien
Gordon
life form.
Shumway.
From the planet Melmac.
What did you think about this masterpiece?
And Nuki.
I told you.
Melmac and me.
Oh, you started.
I started it. I gave my opening thought.
Your opening thought was
I
so
don't know
short
yet.
that I forgot
Yeah,
you gave
no,
it.
this is a movie. This is a movie I hate.
Sarah says the same thing all the time.
It blows or it's short.
So short she forgot that you gave it to her.
Oh, totally.
That's what she said.
That's good.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I love you, honey. But he's right. I don't really have anything else to say. You guys said it best. No, it blows.
All
There's
right.
not a lot to say about this
Should we just
movie.
get right into the
Yeah, this
categories?
movie
Are we
is
going to do a synopsis of this thing
I
first?
will. I'm
or-
gonna say one thing. This movie hates this kid.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, it does.
movie hates this kid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this kid did.
It's a
to
backhanded
piss off
compliment
the
by
director.
casting
Wait a
this
minute.
kid.
Did you guys see the alternate ending?
No.
No.
In the alternate ending, you can see a clip of it online. The kid actually gets shot by one of the cops.
Jesus.
Is that why he's like so lifeless when the
Yes.
explosion goes off?
Wow.
Because
He
I'm
gets
like, did
shot
he
by
just
one
have
of
a
the
heart
cops.
attack? What's going on with this kid?
And then they bring him back to life.
This
And
movie is
nobody enjoyed it, but apparently in Japan they released that version.
Of course, because they're like,
We fucking love this. Oh yeah, I love it.
That's racist.
It's weird. He gets shot from behind, and his like a squib explodes in the front.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and he just is just like lying there dead. I don't know why I'm acting this out. There are people in the room, so it makes sense for that, but not for the audience.
Tito was shocked.
Yeah. I watched that today. I was like, wow, that's amazing. I wish that I kept it in.
Nice.
I'll
I
have to
encourage
check
everyone
that
to see
out.
it.
Wow.
And at the end, he says, I'm not even supposed to be here today.
How did you get fired on your day off?
So another annoying character that should have been shot and wasn't. Okay.
All right.
Good. All right, let's do it. Let's get right into the categories.
Favorite scenes? Am I going? Who's going?
Who's going first?
When Matt gets hit by the car, and he's on the windshield, and the eyes are all going all over the place.
That's a fun
It looks like a
part.
squished bug.
Yeah.
And then a massive car accident ensues after, and also the wheelchair kid going off the cliff.
That's
Yahoo!
classic.
Yeah.
Total.
Classic Mac and
Classic Mac.
It's
just Mac and
It really is pretty fucking hilarious.
Right.
The kid flying off the cliff is hilarious.
Mac and Me has like John Woo fucking violence in it. Like there's these elaborate car crashes
And the car chases.
Yeah, and just like
The
oh my
dumps.
god, man, there's a lot of death-defying moments.
You think you could pick a kid up in a wheelchair while driving in a van with the door open alongside of it?
Do I?
Yeah.
By myself? Probably not.
No, I don't think so either. That kid was pretty strong.
Mhm.
That was the least believable thing about that
Because
movie.
he drank
Tito,
Coca-Cola.
that was movie magic.
That was one of the few things I was like, I cannot believe this. There's no way he's picking this kid up while moving.
You see
out of the
that
side
kid's
of a van.
scrawny arms and the rest of this thing? No way.
We had another Sarah watched it with me last night. Well, most of it,
Yeah.
and we had another Sarah goes cackling crazy like she does in This Is the End, and it's when the
Was there a
girl,
head
the
flying around
girl's
that I
on
missed?
the vacuum cleaner and she starts going up the wall.
Oh, that's a funny
she
part,
She freaking
man.
broke down laughing.
It's very poltergeisty,
Yeah.
that scene.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they say, right? In Mystery Science, they're like, "You got my poltergeist and you're macking me." Or something like that. This is the new Mystery Science Center on Netflix, by the way. In
Yes.
case
Yeah.
anybody
Yeah.
does want to check it out.
The Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Right?
The Gauntlet
Yeah,
series.
it's called The Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a favorite scene over there, Ramsey?
Anytime somebody drinks a Coke, which is basically the whole movie.
Drink Coke.
I do like.
Are you drinking Coke yet?
I do like Coke.
Are you thirsty? Aren't you thirsty yet?
Yeah, I didn't know how much I like Coke until I saw this movie.
I know.
Coke.
No, it's a cliche, but I love the scene of the kid going over the cliff.
Everybody.
And then just Mac popping up out of the bushes with that stupid expression on his face.
Is he dead yet?
Like,
His whole life, yeah. Imagine. He's going to grow up into his dad. Something to
Yeah.
look forward to. Fucking taller version.
Start
of that.
exercising now.
I don't
buddy.
know why, but that thing, the dad reminds me of Judge Reinhold. I don't know. The whole time I'm like, I think Judge Reinhold is in that suit.
Oh my God, he does.
He just reminded me of Judge Reinhold.
Yes. Yep.
And I had just watched the Seinfeld where he's the close
The close
talker.
talker. Yeah.
Like that same day, and I'm watching it, I'm like, this is
Oh,
Judge
shit.
That's Judge Reinhold.
Hope you had a hell of a shit, Arnold. It's like the best line he had in Fast Times at Ridgemont High when he gets fired.
Oh, Judge
All right.
Reinhold.
Hope you had
got-
a hell of a shit, Arnold.
This scene, I don't know why it's in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It made me laugh hysterically, though. It's the raccoon falling out of the garbage can.
Yep.
I could not stop laughing. I don't know what the point of it was. The raccoon never appears again in the film. It serves no purpose to the movie. It's
It
not
was literally
Mac.
just a raccoon that was on set.
Just a
They were
raccoon
just-
falls out of the can, like picks itself up, and then like scurries away. I don't get it, but I love it. Yeah, and the dance scene, I fucking any movie that has dance scenes in it. I don't care how shitty they are. I love them.
Well, they can't dance inside because the whole fucking restaurant closes so they can have the birthday party.
That's true.
So they're stuck all
Popping
out
and locking outside.
They're outside
the
just
parking lot.
dancing around the
They're like, we're
fucking
just gonna do this until we can get our Happy Meal.
dancing around the G-Men's car. They're like, "What are you doing? Taking out a cage?" And they're just like dancing at the car. They're still dancing, but they're also
like,
confused
yeah.
by the cage.
Should we stop?
Hilarious.
Was this in the movie?
And
Director?
This warmed my heart when they get their citizenship.
Jesus
I was,
fucking
I was
kidding me?
like, this is phenomenal.
It's disgusting.
I loved it. I was
They
like,
look
this is
terrible.
this is the America that I want to be a part of. Right? Somebody needs to bring that back.
They look better without their clothes. I
They
just want to
look
go,
better, yeah,
go on
Judge
record.
Reinhold looks
They
better
looked
without his clothes, yeah, for
amazingly.
sure.
They looked more believable.
But those are my
Mark.
My favorite scene is me stopping the movie at the end credits and watching X-Files instead. That's mine.
Oh, that is a good
Yeah,
scene.
it is a good scene. If I had to pick a scene from the movie,
You do.
It's I don't know. I'll do the girl riding up the wall with the vacuum because it made Sarah laugh.
Yeah, that's a fun
insane, and I love when my wife acts like an insane woman.
Least favorite scenes?
You start because you're supposed to start.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I keep
didn't
looking
mean
at
to.
you. I'm sorry, yeah.
So my least favorite scenes are any scenes where the aliens are walking.
I said the
Yeah.
same thing. Oh, I said when they were on screen.
When they're moving, it makes my skin crawl.
Yeah,
I don't know
no.
why. Yeah, I'm just
Agreed.
like,
It's true.
Yeah.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
That's what I said. They move like they just shit their
Right,
pants,
Yeah,
but they have no
I-
pants
Oh,
on.
Yeah.
I hate it. I want to throw like a rock at them. Just like stop moving.
They'll catch it.
Yeah,
It's like they have syphilis or
it
something.
really
It's
was.
just-
It was making my skin crawl. I don't, and it's a
They're
kids
disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got a hated scene over there?
Yeah, seeing the boy survive after falling off the cliff. I hate that kid. I was rooting for his demise.
He's not very good.
He's
I mean,
awful.
not a good
He's
actor.
whiny.
whiny. He's terrible. He's got a lot of teeth. It's
like young Luke.
Well, yeah, I was going to say
yeah.
wheelchair Luke
How do I
Skywalker.
do that? What am I supposed to do? I'll fucking die already. Jesus. You're halfway there
can't.
already. Somebody take out the top half.
He's gonna live forever. Take out the top.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Sorry.
All right. Can you save us, Derek?
Anytime the aliens are on screen, they're just so weird looking.
Mm-hmm.
The nudeness, the pot bellies, the unchanging faces, and the fact that they look like sea monkeys. They're so off-putting and creepy. So
You know what they look like? You've seen Road to North Pole, right? The Family Guy.
Oh, yeah.
2-part Christmas special
Yep.
where they go. They look like the mutated elves in that
Yeah.
that special. The
they
elves look
probably
like, yeah.
based those on these.
Mac
I
and
bet you
me.
they did.
Yeah.
You got a scene that you dislike?
Yeah, I didn't like the opening scene, basically, when they were on the planet, and it just took forever for them to figure out the goddamn probe, and they're showing the probe.
It was made
pick
of,
up
like,
rocks
coat
for like
hangers
10
and-
minutes.
That's the Wookiee moment in the Star Wars Holiday
Yeah,
Special.
yeah. And then just that cheesy goddamn effect when he gets sucked into the machine, and they just kind of like
I loved it.
stretch the
So
image and just.
stupid.
Oh my god, it was horrible. Yeah,
Oh, I
that
did
that
like
was
when
the
he got
worst.
sucked into the vacuum and he
Yeah.
turned into
Yeah,
like
it was
a
the
little
same thing.
What are these aliens made of?
Yeah, rubber.
Whatever you
apparently.
They're
want.
supposed to be.
Coca-Cola. They
Yeah.
made
It's
it
a
Coca.
type of rubber. Yeah, because
Too
like
much
they.
And what were
Coca-Cola
they were
does-
drinking shit out of the ground with a straw.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Apparently,
It
there's
tastes just like
there's a
Coca-Cola.
planet that survives off Coca-Cola rivers and streams and oceans.
The
Wow.
core of
It
that
rains
planet
Coke.
is Coke.
Yeah. Is there toilet water Coca-Cola too? Is there
Must be.
Coca-Cola in the bidet?
We're drinking water. It's
No,
water
that-
in the toilet.
Their toilet water is Pepsi.
Oh, that's appropriate.
Yeah.
That's appropriate. Mama Mac and me there, cleaning out her naughty bits, of which they have none, actually. So, not that I looked real close.
Yeah, where does it all go?
It comes out of their mouth because
Yeah,
It goes nowhere. That's why they all got those pot
Yeah,
bellies,
well,
like
that's
Eric
right.
pointed out.
That's right.
Stews.
They
The
just,
whole-
they just
all the
stagger
Coke.
around wondering why they're getting larger.
I do that. Wait. Where did this come from? Give me the cheese dip.
Yeah. Stay away from the second shelf.
It's my cheese dip and double stuffed Oreos and root beer. So their pie hole and their pie hole is one and the same. This is the only orifice,
so.
right?
Yeah.
I don't even think the
that we could
ears.
see.
Did the ears have any type of holage in them of
Holage.
any type?
Yeah, they did.
I
Did
didn't
they?
see any holes.
They had holes in the ears, I
canals, I
think.
should say. Canals.
Yeah.
Do they have air canals?
Caverns?
They're made of rubber.
Caverns.
What is-
Canyons.
Too many questions,
trying to
Mr.
think.
Wayne. Too
I'm
many
trying to think if I
questions.
saw
Mac
them
and
from
me
behind.
anatomy.
We may not have seen their butts. I don't remember
Yeah,
seeing
you
their
see their
butts.
butts.
Yeah,
I
you've seen
checked
them
it out.
mine.
Do they?
There's no
Yeah.
there's no butthole.
There's no crack.
Yeah, there's no crack either.
It's like cone heads.
Yeah.
You know what? I was paying so close attention to the movie, I think, that I missed the part where he even called him Mac. And when the movie was done, I was like, he didn't even call him Mac. This is bullshit. And then I had to go back and
This is bullshit.
check to see, and he doesn't in fact
So you
call
watched
him
it
Mac.
twice?
No, I
Oh.
just Googled it.
Oh, okay.
I do what normal people do. I just fucking typed it in my phone.
Normal people don't go back and watch this.
What I would change, who I would change, the effects. I have to feel like there gotta be better fucking effects out there for this movie. Make them, I don't know, if the makeup could have stopped at the mouth and then they just moved their fucking mouths up and down.
Yeah.
I don't know, anything, their eyes. It's just fucking god awful.
Mark.
That's
What was
it.
the category again? I'm sorry.
What would you
would you
change? Who
change?
would you change?
Oh, I forgot. Oh, what would I change? I would rather this movie endorse Chick-fil-A than McDonald's, which would give me another excuse not to endorse their food.
Ah, you think they were around back then?
No, but if I had my way, if I could,
Mark had his
Yeah.
druthers.
if I had my druthers,
Yeah.
there'd be a lot of dancing around Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Although Chick-fil-A probably doesn't allow dancing.
No,
Pretty close
or
to the
prancing.
California- Yeah, definitely not prancing.
Oh my.
And if there
Or
is
Lansing.
dancing, it would
I once saw a
probably
guy
be, it would be-
sachet once in a Chick-fil-A. He got kicked out like
They
that.
set him on fire, probably.
They'd allow line dancing. That would be it.
Line dancing.
There would be a bunch of
They
line
threw hot
dancers.
grease on him. They set him on fire, probably.
Grease. That sounds about right. What would you change, Derek?
Nearly everything.
Except for the title, maybe.
The alien design, the product placement, the actors, the writing, the premise. It's just all
so
just
on
terrible.
And does it say dot at the end of that sentence? It's so on and so forth.
I can't argue with him. No, sir. No,
I
sir.
thought you guys were, honestly, I thought you
Etc.
guys were going to say that you liked the movie.
No.
No.
God,
No.
I can't figure any of you out.
Nope.
No.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Really
Welcome to. This is how I feel on a regular basis.
Because you know what the biggest thing I didn't like about this movie was the mother, and she's the only actress that I actually
Christine
like.
Ebersole. Yeah.
Like I usually like
yeah.
her. She's the worst mother in the world in this
Yeah.
movie. She's just so awful.
She also has. She also
But
has
like
a lot
Tito
of
said,
teeth.
she really did get a nice house for Eric.
She got him a nice house.
There's no
but you
stairs.
know
The
what?
windows are low, so you don't have to
Yeah, but every
stretch to look up.
every house is like that. down
Imagine,
there. Every yeah.
and you know what I would change? In America, where someone who works at a department store can afford a fucking house like that.
I know.
Okay.
That's what I would change.
Yeah. Yeah.
That woman had far too many teeth as well. There's a lot of teeth.
It goes
in
back
this
to
movie.
Married with Children, where like Al Bundy
Long
could
in the
afford that
tooth.
house
Long
on
in
a
the
shoe
tooth.
salesman's
Yeah,
salary.
totally. Yeah.
Dude, she
Teeth
works at Ann and
and
Hope.
me.
And
I would call
she
that
owns a
movie
fucking
Teeth and Me.
enormous house.
Totally.
Huge backyard. Maybe because it was a death trap. Maybe that's why the house was so cheap.
Yeah.
Maybe.
There's a lot of shit
It has-
goes down there.
It has nothing to do with
Yeah.
like
A lot of car
she didn't get
accidents.
that house for him. She got that house because that's what was available and
Get rid
affordable.
of him.
She got a house near a fucking cliff. How?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yeah,
what
that
Derek's
wasn't-
going.
She
That's
took the brakes.
yeah.
That wheelchair doesn't have any
That's
brakes.
right. Yeah.
Very simple.
The
As
lever broke
yeah.
off. That the handle
Yeah,
came off in
I
his
bet you the
hand.
mother rigged that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I hate this kid.
Yep.
You remind me of your father. I'll be the only one with many much teeth in my mouth. Thank you. Goodbye, Junior. She got the discount wheelchair like Kramer does.
Oh, yeah.
I would change just about everything. Mystery Science Theater brought up a great point that I didn't notice the first time watching this movie. It was like, I want to know what this movie was that the composer thought he was writing the music for. Because that music is fantastic
Yep.
at the beginning.
He thought he was writing it for another E.T.
Yeah, he really did.
Well,
it
that's
was
Alan
very
Silvestri,
John
isn't it?
Williams-like.
The music was.
Is it really Alan Silvestri? I didn't
It
even
is.
notice it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
I love it. Dude, Back to the Future, one of my favorite themes of all time.
Yeah. So if this movie could match the music, then
Yeah.
Impossible.
impossible.
It can't be done.
Things that might not work today. My number one is going to be government agencies that are reasonable. Right? I don't remember this movie, but I did not see that ending coming. I was like, they let them become citizens? That's insane. No alien movie ends that way.
No.
No.
Oh, yes, by all means, take part in our society. Yeah, here's a suit.
Yeah.
That
really,
never happened.
And really, nobody's going to perform experiments on these
Yeah, right.
people?
They
I
die
don't
or they
think
escape
so.
back to their home world. That's it. There's no fucking assimilating.
I wouldn't. I'd be afraid to touch them. We don't know what the hell they're made of. I'm not getting my
I want to
hands
know
in
how
that
they
shit.
got the bows to stick on their heads.
Super glue.
Without
Or
any
staples.
Stick them in there. They're
Staples.
made of rubber. They feel no pain.
They poured a bunch of Coke on it and it just fucking
It became all like
fused
sticky.
to their skull.
We'll take the rust out of a monkey wrench and you can stick it on a fucking alien head. Coca-Cola. Is there anything it can't do?
It's a wonder drug.
What a great.
Thank you, Tito.
Nothing.
Thanks.
There's nothing you can't do.
There's nothing. What doesn't work, again, McDonald's closing the entire place for some nobody kid's birthday party. Have you ever had a birthday party at McDonald's or been to a
Yeah.
birthday party at McDonald's?
You
They
get-
don't
they
close
stick you
the
in the
restaurant.
corner.
They sit you in a fucking little corner where you're crammed together, and
Yeah.
you're lucky if you can get all your like 3 of your friends in there, let alone the whole fucking town, which all of a sudden seems to be like besties with this kid.
And then all the
I
other
don't
little
buy
kids
it.
spill over into the party, and you're like, whose kid is that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, he's with
Yeah.
a random customer.
Right. Then you
Get
end
outta
up
here,
taking
kid.
the wrong kid
This is our
home,
party.
and you raise him for 3 years without realizing it. Oh,
Sorry,
wait.
Libby.
And a naked couple jumps out of your closet.
Honey,
like a
do we
goddamn
always
magic
have
show.
this Spanish kid? Oh, shit. We brought a fry guy home by accident. Oh, man. And fuck Ronald McDonald. I never had a party at McDonald's, but I have been to a friend's birthday party at like McDonald's and Papa Gino's and all those places. And Ronald McDonald never showed up and did magic.
That was the guy from
kid.
the commercials.
That was I know.
That was the real guy.
That was the OG.
The OG.
Ronald McDonald.
Impressed.
No, the OG.
Yeah, I know. Was
Mark
I
Summers.
almost said Wilford Brimley, but it's you did too.
Willard Scott.
Yeah, Willard Scott.
Oh yeah, he would wear like a box on his head.
Yeah, he was like he was like he was wearing trash.
He was that embarrassed.
It was just it's like somebody just dumped trash over him. Hey, look, you're a clown.
They found him in a garbage can one morning. Like, you want to be in a commercial?
Yeah, it's just a hobo sleeping in a dumpster. Hey, it's our mascot.
What year is this?
Is this Central Falls?
Central Falls has no mascots.
The girl with the Indian feather, not gonna fly. No. And
Debbie.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, when you first see her, she's got the
Right.
Yep.
And then and speaking of not gonna fly, the
little boy off the cliff?
all the abuse that the wheelchair kid takes. I mean, he goes up the cliff, he races through traffic, and almost gets slammed right into it. There's one stunt that
that person was almost dead.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
getting shot at and everything. So
That was hilarious.
Blown up.
yeah. Plus, those cops would have shot. Nowadays, those cops would have shot those aliens right away.
Immediately.
Yeah.
I would hope they would. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking aliens.
Derek, that's not true.
He's walking around with the gun. You gotta kill that guy.
No, I can't say what they would do.
Itching to use it. Yeah.
Judge Reinhold walking around with the gun.
No.
Yeah, shoot him.
Judge Reinhold. Show some respect for Judge Reinhold.
I know, and I love him too.
Billy.
Breaks my heart.
Billy.
Bri.
I'm going to go with the flash mob at McDonald's. First of all, I don't know what fast food restaurant will allow people to be popping and locking in the parking lot to begin with.
Did you go popping?
Because I was trying to.
That was great.
Yeah, pop. And
These kids are popping.
Sorry, go ahead.
Beep, pop, the poop doo.
It was the skibbity dibbity and the bibbity bopping.
It just becomes like this full-on dance number in the McDonald's with this, dancing bear up on the counter.
Oh, it's so bad.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that's right. I forgot about the bear. I forgot about the bear costume.
He's dressed like a bear.
Yeah, he's dressed like a bad.
It's a guy in a costume in a costume.
Yeah. Weird, huh?
It's amazing.
Dude, and he gets right up on the counter.
Yep.
And the McDonald's clerks, who are the cleanest looking people
Oh,
behind
yeah.
the McDonald's
They look
counter
great.
I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
They used to have standards back
Yeah.
then.
Those uniforms are phenomenal.
Oh, they
I'm
look
telling you.
so just freshly washed and they're dancing away.
That's how it used to be, Mark.
Yeah, they still care about their lives.
Not in my lifetime, it never was.
Oh, I don't know.
Never. I never had a happy person at McDonald's serve me food,
I'm sorry.
even when I'm polite to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to get McDonald's every Thursday night.
Well, I still ate the food. I mean,
No, but I mean, like, I don't
A little-
remember. I don't
a little
remember
smile
people
with
being
my
like,
service.
"Oh, I hate this place."
Well, they didn't say that.
They worked at Campus Plaza. That's a happening place. It was,
It had a
Well, a lot of
it
action
had a
going on there.
Giselles. Remember Giselles?
Right.
That was a thing.
I
That's
really
where you
enjoyed
got
the
your
dancing.
You did.
And the
You
guys
did.
in the
And
football
no,
uniforms.
I'm with Brian. That whole thing was just like, we got to make this movie a certain length. Let's
Let's pad the film.
Yeah. Make the aliens dance. Have them do something.
They
Like,
were dancing the whole time. They
Yeah.
fucking
The aliens were not.
Yeah, that's how they were walking
Mac and
through
me.
life.
Yeah, they were doing the pee-pee dance because of all the coke they were drinking.
No, that's called rheumatism. It's different.
They were tip-tapping their fucking way through the world.
Walking around like they got rickets.
I've had it up to here with these damn rickets.
Look, sir, droids. Pieces of them are falling out and shit.
I said on attack. All right. Award for what are you doing in this movie?
Oh, man.
I have so many. I'm only going to say one, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I got two.
You can say two.
You can say them.
Go ahead.
All right. I got four.
You choose.
All right.
I got 8.
This one blew my fucking mind. Andrew Divoff, who was one of the sheriffs.
Was he?
Yeah, the Wishmaster.
I totally missed that.
The Wishmaster, who I think is the one who actually shoots the kid in the alternate.
Oh, that figures.
Yeah.
He's got
Then
a
he wished he wasn't
mustache.
dead.
That shit blew my mind.
Oh, dude, I love Andrew. I missed that.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
now
in
I
that.
got to go
We're
back.
gonna go back and watch it. And
No,
the other
I'm
one,
just-
the store security guard. Buck, the store security guard, played by Buck Flowers.
That's mine.
I was like, holy shit, Buck Flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Buck Flowers is yours?
Buck Flowers was mine, too.
Yeah. Mine's Ronald McDonald.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck?
Well, we
But
know
like
what he was
the
doing.
Ronald
in that.
McDonald.
Like the guy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He was wearing makeup, and I was like, that's the dude for the commercials.
Wait, that's not a statue. We used to have a statue in my McDonald's.
Sitting on
the bench.
With the leg,
Right, with a leg crossed.
Exactly. With his arm around you.
Photo ops.
I have Tina Caspary, who played Courtney, Debbie's sister. The only thing I've seen her in was Can't Buy Me Love.
Yeah, I had her on my list.
Yeah.
She was the best part of that movie.
She was.
For the 5 seconds she was on.
I know.
I got my last one. Danny Cooksey, who was Budnick in Salute Your Shorts.
He was in the beginning.
John
Yeah.
Connor's
Yes, he
buddy
was one of the kids in
from-
the car.
He's the kid in the car that first sees the alien with the red hair.
Budnick.
Holy shit.
Yeah, John Connor's buddy in T2.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Sam and I both said it at the same time. Budnick!
Best quote, favorite quote. I got two. Michael says, McDonald's, huh? Debbie says, yeah, maybe you should stop by for a Big Mac. I don't know why I think that's amazing, but it is.
Just more product placement.
And then when they're driving in the van, Michael says to Debbie when she's yelling at the aliens, that's right, be the mommy. Be the mommy.
You really paid attention to
I
this
wasn't,
movie.
but every time,
That's
like,
awesome.
I heard that line and I was
do
like,
not
oh my
remember
God,
that.
that's amazing. That's right, be the mommy. Be the mommy.
Nice. Mine is my wife saying their moms look like assholes. And she's not wrong.
Mine was, hello, California women. Have no fear. Your hormonal hero is here. That older brother was fucking corny as hell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. He was a more repulsive version of the one from E.T., who's already kind of repulsive, let's be honest. Yeah.
I like that normally that character's like a little bit more afraid of the hot girl next door, but he was like all the way.
Oh, he was super
confident.
confident.
He was like, you are my girlfriend.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, good for you,
and
kid.
he really shouldn't have been, but he was.
He was like, she works at McDonald's? You are my girlfriend. No standards.
Give me a free shirt. She's perfect.
That don't make no
But she was
sense.
hot. That was a hot girl, and all the
Yeah.
Big Macs you can eat.
Yo, she worked at McDonald's?
And she was from California.
Yeah, what fucking part of California is that? That girl doesn't work in real life.
And where do they come
She
from?
has a boyfriend that has tons of money and fucking drives her around all
Maybe
day.
she really likes chicken McNuggets.
That's also
You never know.
Or
No,
just
I don't
nuggets.
know. I'm just tossing out theories here.
No, she was great. Tina Caspary.
Casper, the
Brian.
friendly. Yep.
I'm going with, hey, look at all the cars. Pretty nice. And everybody says, pretty nice. Who says that about fucking traffic? Pretty nice.
People in California. That's who. People in Mac and me.
That's hilarious.
And I love how the Mystery Science Theater people like ran with that fucking line
The
through the whole movie.
Pretty nice.
Every time somebody says something, they go, pretty nice.
It was like the opening scene from The Lost Boys. It was cruising, mom, 2 kids, driving around in the car.
Yeah, it's a slightly more appeal, but I guess sure. The Lost Boys, not Mac and Me.
Right.
Clarify that.
Yeah, it's a better movie.
Thank you for clarifying
Yeah,
that.
I don't want to say Mac and Me was better than Lost
Thank
Boys.
you
I
for
don't even
Santa
want
Clarity
to
it.
joke about that. Did you say thank you for Santa Clarity it?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Thank you.
I like that.
How does it stack up? Movies about extraterrestrials was the only thing I could think of. Any good?
Oh, this is at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible.
Bottom of
It's
the
all
barrel.
the way at the bottom.
This is beyond the bottom.
Yeah.
If there's a beyond the bottom.
Batteries
it's
not
the
included? This is still better, right?
Oh,
Batteries
yeah.
not
Fuck
included
yeah.
is good.
Batteries not included is fine.
Just throw 'em
Yeah.
in.
Fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Jessica Tandy?
Jessica Tandy.
Come on. And Hugh
You got a
Frome?
sneeze?
Excuse me.
Wow.
Cronin?
Even your sneezes are cool.
Yeah.
Vito.
You think so?
Nice. Yeah. You have cool sneezes.
Leave me alone.
Why don't you just take
Sorry,
the
man.
compliment?
Sorry, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Because I don't do that very well. Yeah, so it's terrible, right? We hate it. It's no good. It's at the bottom of the
Right.
For me,
fucking
I don't know.
list.
How about you?
No,
you
yeah, it's
like
at the
it?
bottom.
Okay.
I mean, compared to other. You know what shitty
How
ET
does this
ripoff
how does this
I
stack
was
up
like?
against actual bad movies?
It's there. The shitty ET remake knockoff that I always really like was Meatballs 2.
Oh, yeah. I remember that one.
You remember that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
the
well,
camp.
they found an alien at the camp.
Oh, I don't
Don't
In
they? Yeah,
Meatballs
they
too?
quote Meatballs too. Again, that's another Mystery
Yeah.
Science Theater thing. They bring that.
Oh,
up.
did they?
Yeah,
And I think they bring it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer that shitty. E.T.
I forgot about that
knockoffs.
one. Thanks for bringing that one up.
Yeah. No,
we all thought it was at the
I
bottom.
don't
Bottom
think
of the barrel.
It's not at the top or anything, except it's fun to talk about. So I will say that when you're podcasting with your pals, this is one to pick because you can have a lot of fun talking about it.
Podcasting with your pals.
Yeah, your buddies.
Your buddies.
Your bosom companions.
MVP?
You go.
Yeah.
So it's a toss-up for me because I actually like the little girl. I go Debbie or Coca-Cola.
I went with Coca-Cola. Absolutely.
Nice. I went for all the actors for having the courage to live on despite having a role in Mac and Me.
Good for them.
Good for you.
Good for them.
That's good.
You're doing good. You're doing stuff.
Yeah. You didn't kill yourself, so hey.
Are we sure?
Power to
Are we
you.
sure there's none that killed themselves?
I think they're all.
They're still, yeah.
Whatever happened to the wheelchair kid?
Anybody, I think he's still alive.
Ooh, I don't know. I know Buck Flowers and Andrew Divoff are still alive, so that's
Eric
all that matters.
Cruz?
Oh no, Buck Flowers has actually passed away.
Yeah.
Natural causes, though. He didn't.
Eric
Not
Cruz
after
is
Mac and
still
Me.
alive. He was in Kids Incorporated.
Cause of
Who, the
death.
kid?
And
Mac and Me.
Alienation.
The kid in the wheelchair?
Alienation. Yeah. He
Oh,
was in
good for
3
him. He found some
Mac
work.
and Me,
No.
Kids Incorporated.
Remember
Alienation,
Kids
the TV
Incorporated with
movie.
friggin'
KIDS
Monster
Kids
Squad's
Incorporated.
own Rudy.
That's
Rudy
right.
was on that show.
That's right.
Fergie from.
Fergie was on it. And
Fergie was on Kids
she
Incorporated.
was.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
And
Martika.
Martika.
No kidding.
Yep.
Wow.
And
Joe
the-
was on it.
And
Did
the
she
kid.
piss herself and
Remember the
Kids
kid?
Incorporated? What?
The kid.
The kid.
Oh, the kid.
The
Yeah,
kid.
yeah. He wore a beret too.
That's right. He did.
He wore a beret.
I don't
Like
remember.
That was his
Monsieur
character.
Mala.
Yeah, we remember his name. Put a beret on anybody and they're just cool.
Sure, I'll take your word for it.
Take my word for it. I can't do
A
it.
raspberry beret.
I can't rock a beret.
Brian, you got
Brian.
an MVP?
Yeah.
Coca-Cola. Spiked with rum.
Brian's done with this movie. He's like, I've had my
Yeah.
fill.
I'm done.
Does it make the
Stick
rotation?
a fork in me.
Fuck
Huh?
no.
No.
No, not at all.
I will watch the Mystery Science Theater version of it though because
Yeah.
it's goddamn hilarious.
It is
It
a good
is pretty
episode
funny. Yeah.
of the new Mysteries.
I should
Yep.
check that out.
Yep.
But
10 out of
on
10
its
for
own,
riffing.
though.
Yeah, I think I was thinking that I might show it to my kids, and then I was like, no, they wouldn't want to watch this.
Don't
Oh,
do that
my
to your
kids would hate
kids.
it.
Might be kind of fun.
That's a form of punishment, though.
Yeah.
You could do
Yeah,
that.
there you go.
Oh,
Hey,
do bad on that test. You're
we're
watching.
going out to a
Mac
restaurant and you behave or I'm going to make you watch Mac and Me.
Is the restaurant McDonald's?
I hope so.
Do good. Or
And I'll make you sit on
Tito's going to dance in front of
Ronald's
McDonald's
I want
and
to
embarrass
dance
the hell
and
out of his
stare at
people.
people when they open their trunks. Pull cages out
What
of
do you
them.
got in there? Anything
going
good?
on over
What's
there?
that?
I can't stop moving.
Mark's doing the mashed potato.
Got some groceries on your way home? Oh, stopping for a burger before you take those groceries home? Is that Nutella? Nutella's still a thing? I didn't know that. Oh, man, I remember Nutella when I was a kid. Wait, hold on. Yeah, what else you got in there? Oh, cheese whiz, man. I could go on forever. Sorry. Well, now you do it. I'm done.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the dancing's over.
The dancing's over.
Mark's out of steam and he was dancing in his chair.
That's my workout, man. Burning off those hot fingers. I was gonna call
Hot fingers.
What the fuck? Hot fingers.
I mean, you're not off.
Like lady fingers and hot pockets all mixed
fingers. I got
Ooh, that
hot
sounds
fingers.
delicious.
Hot fingers.
up. The shocker.
Hot fingers.
Hot fingers.
The shocker. I shock people.
Oh boy.
Sorry. Where are we? What are we doing?
If we made a sequel, how would it go?
No, Tito. What
So
would you do?
my sequel is they become addicted to real cocaine, and the father,
Cocaine Max.
the father kills his drug dealer in self-defense, and it's up to the gang to help get him off, or at least probation, right? Because he did kill a guy, but it was in self-defense. But he can't speak, so they got to get evidence to show that it was self-defense.
You said get him off.
Phrasing?
Yeah. As I was reading it, I was like,
You can't get him off. There's nothing between those legs.
nothing. Yeah, but they
The
become
antlers.
addicted to actual cocaine.
That's awesome.
No, I'm going on a killing spree.
That's awesome.
What's yours, Mark?
Mine is I would in fact go the disaster artist route and instead make a movie about the poor souls who survived making this horrific ordeal, and I would call it "Let's Give Paul Rudd Something to Talk About."
Nice.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I want to know what went on behind the scenes.
That probably has a lot of cocaine too.
Yeah, probably. They were on something.
I like crossovers, so my sequel would be Mac's family being hunted down by predators.
Oh,
That movie is 17 seconds long.
that's like the
Have you
band
seen them try to
Sandler
run?
Real
Yeah,
Estate.
exactly.
And we never saw Judge Reinhold again.
Are you gonna put Judge Reinhold in your sequel? Because that would.
Oh, he would have to be, yeah.
Right.
Do
Are you
a
going to
Lines
put
of
him in
Blow.
yours?
I am now because, and I'm gonna do the Marx Brothers gag where Judge Reinhold and the father they come across each other in a hallway opening, and he thinks he sees his reflection, and they do the whole Marx Brothers routine. You know,
Judge Reinhold.
you're Judge Reinhold? I thought that's a terrible Judge Reinhold.
That's great.
Your
I
Honor,
thought
Your
I was
Honor.
Judge Reinhold.
He's a real judge.
Axel.
Brian, what's your sequel?
So the aliens who had just been made American citizens, and they find out that these aliens are unemployable. They basically are sponges on the government teat, and nobody likes them. So
They forced them to enlist.
in order to prevent other assholes from coming down, because we know what planet they came from, because we sent the probe up there that brought them down, we send one up that's lined with nukes, and we destroy their planet.
Nice.
And it rains, it just rains coke.
And it
from
just
the
rains coke, free coke.
just sizzling coke.
It's a happy ending for
breaks,
us.
as it tries to break through our atmosphere, just sizzles
But just
up.
think, no more rust.
Yeah, but think of all the Mac and Me like bodily fluids from those aliens that are mixed into
It's
that.
coke.
just coke.
It's all just coke.
Is that what
man.
we're drinking?
That's
Okay.
how they get each other pregnant. Coke. Fucking coke.
Do
and
you
coke and
think
coke.
what about a scenario where they accept these aliens and then decide to send another probe or whatever out there to see other forms of life, and you find out that these are just the really stupid aliens?
They're the worst of the
Exactly.
They're
bunch.
the worst of the bunch.
See, that's what I was wondering.
Those
It's like,
idiots, they got
these
lost
assholes are
going
out
to
in the
their own
desert.
home.
Yeah.
It's like, where's the city? No, these guys are out there for a reason, because they were exiled from the rest of
Right.
their civilization.
Right, the rest of the planet are like basically Kal-El. They're like
Yeah.
all these Superman-looking
Yep.
beautiful people.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, you got those. We forgot about them. They're
Out to the wasteland with you and your ugly ass, there, Space Judge
Their
Reinhold.
parents are siblings.
They're all related.
I'm not gonna make any more Arkansas jokes because
That's why they have no assholes.
from Arkansas, but you kind of know where we're going.
If the movie had a post-credit scene, my post-credit scene ends with them driving off of a cliff. And then that's the post-credit scene.
Pretty
They're
nice.
driving him home. They miss the garage altogether. Out the backyard, straight over the cliff, crash into the lake.
And the little kid's like, "How do you like it, fucker?"
he's down in the bushes watching.
Hey, phrasing!
Yeah.
Did it sound anything like that?
nice. Dude. Awesome. Untouchables reference, man. I love that part. Mine would be Grimace, Mayor McCheese, and Hamburglar kicking the shit out of Ronald McDonald Goodfellas, Billy Bat style, for allowing their franchise to be in Mac and Me. I'd have fucking Donovan's Atlantis going and just having them Robert De Niro and
Learn to say no, motherfucker! Learn to say no!
get your shine box! That was for you, Tristan and Chris. Right there.
Mine would be Mac, Nucky, and E.T.
What the fuck is
Nucky?
It's Nuki.
Yeah. No, oh, is it? I
It's,
thought it was
it's pronounced
Nucky. I'm
Nuki.
sorry.
It's the South
All right.
African E.T.
Yeah.
ripoff that I was telling you guys
It's the one that
about.
looks like
okay.
a pile of shit.
Yeah.
No, like
literally.
Literally.
Look
Like an
it up.
actual pile of shit.
Look it up. You weren't there when I showed it to Derek the other
No,
day?
what's it called?
Nuki.
Yeah,
N-U-K-I-E.
That was easy.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ almighty.
Right? That is the right reaction.
Show Mark.
Christ almighty.
He's wearing clothes, too, which is hilarious.
Oh yeah, you just yeah. No, that's better than Mac and Me. I'm sorry.
He looks
No,
like a
much
sculpture
better.
made of poop.
Totally.
Tito.
He's
He's like, I can't believe this movie exists. I gotta watch it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's just fucking yikes. Did everybody go?
No,
No, what
I
about
haven't
you?
gone yet. So
post-credits.
my post-credit scene is the aliens that get their hands on a new Coke, and because the formula is changed and their bodies can't absorb it, they die, a la War of the Worlds style, when the aliens are affected by our microbes.
It's like science.
There you go.
yeah,
See?
totally.
It's the science of Mac and Me.
It's water.
Amazingly, the aliens in Mac and Me, though, knew better than to... Well, I guess they didn't visit the planet on purpose. I was going to say they knew to avoid a planet that had their one weakness in it, but they were taken against their will.
They had no choice.
It's Coke Zeros.
They got vacuumed up in a fucking
It's
Mars
Shasta
rover.
Cola. Yeah, they got
Fucking
sucked
Mars
up.
rover.
It certainly does suck.
That's what she said.
That's Mac and Me.
That's
it.
Mac
That's
and
Mac
Me.
and Me.
All right. So not really any need for closing thoughts. I think we made it pretty
No,
clear,
this movie's avoid this at all costs.
Avoid it at
This
all
movie's
costs.
horrible.
See the Mystery Science
Right.
Theater episode,
Yes.
but other than that, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad even for me. I'm gonna. There you go.
So you know
That's
it's
right.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch Rawhead Rex instead. It's much more fulfilling. Not really, but
Toss up.
yeah. What's making our geek flag fly, Joe?
I got two quick ones. I'll go with this one first, though. I started watching Yellow Jackets.
Oh, do you
I've
like
heard
it?
it's good.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
I want to see it. I
It's
don't have
real
Showtime,
weird.
but I think I'm going to get the free
about
trial
bees?
so I can start binging it.
About
No,
bees?
So it's about a girls' high school soccer team that is going to nationals, and the flight to Seattle crashes, and they land somewhere in Canada. And it splits between 1996 and 2021, where they eventually get rescued. Now they're adults, but they're all really fucked up. And a lot of weird shit happened while they were stranded. And it's like Lost mixed with some other weird shit.
Like Lord of the Flies.
Yes.
And Heathers.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of. It's real fucking
And
weird.
Cannibal Holocaust.
Yeah, it's a
Do
fucking...
they kill sea turtles? I'm not gonna watch.
I
it if
haven't
they kill
seen
the
that
sea
yet. I haven't
turtles.
seen them kill any sea turtles yet.
No,
I
I'm
love
saying,
turtles.
but there's supposedly a lot of cannibalism in this.
There's a lot of cannibalism in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like Alive. Remember that movie?
I believe. So we haven't gotten there yet, but
Okay.
it's like alluded to
Right.
kind of right off the bat.
Because
Like,
they're already up into season 2, right?
season 2 I think just came out. It's
Yeah.
super fucking weird. It's good though. Christina Ricci.
She's in it?
Yeah, friend of the
I didn't
show,
know that.
Juliette Lewis. The girl who plays Randy's niece from the Scream movies.
Heather Mastroianno.
She's in it.
Or
The one who plays Batista's daughter in the zombie movie is in it.
I forget her name.
It's a really fun cast. It's a really interesting show. It's pretty fucked up, but it's good. It's fun. My other two things are the Blue Beetle trailer I saw.
Yeah.
I'm really fucking excited. It looks like a lot of fun, but more so, yesterday Into the Spider-Verse 2 trailer came
Yeah,
out.
I saw that too.
And that movie looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
I haven't seen it yet.
think I've been this excited for a comic book movie in a while because the first one is awesome and this movie looks
Agreed.
fantastic.
yeah,
But
definitely.
that's it. Check out Yellow Jackets. It's fucked up.
I want to.
Cool. Basically, I've got DC Comics has their Dawn of DC series coming out off of the whole Lazarus Pit thing, and I picked up Doom Patrol issue 1. I'm a big fan of Doom Patrol, and it's a good read so far. That's pretty much all I have, but I did see the Blue Beetle trailer as well, and yeah, looks promising. We'll see.
Got some horror aspects.
It does. Yeah. Looks pretty good. Derek?
Absolutely. I too a couple of connections because mine DC the Doom that came to Gotham, which was a series written by Mike Mignola, an Elseworlds story that takes like basically a Lovecraft and H.P. Lovecraft spin on Batman and Gotham City. They just did a animated version. And it's fantastic. So it's definitely check it out.
Yeah, I do want to see
I finally saw Knock at the Cabin.
Oh,
It's on Peacock. I fucking loved it.
Really?
I know, like
You're the second person.
M.
who
Night's
said
back?
it's good. Yeah.
Well,
he back,
so they gave away too much in the trailer, but it would have been like kind of a little bit cooler to not know what was really going on. And there wasn't really a big twist at the end, which is fine. I wasn't really necessarily expecting a big twist. I think maybe because I thought the twist was what was going on. But it's awesome, and so yeah.
Well, maybe I'll check it out.
Peacock?
It's worth it. Yeah, it's on Peacock.
Peacock.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that recently.
I'll see it on Peacock.
I will say very quickly, much as a lot of M. Night Shyamalan movies I don't like, I always did like the fact that for Unbreakable, he went right to Alex Ross and had Alex Ross be a huge
do all the artwork on
influence
that thing? Yeah, it's
on the design work for
phenomenal.
that. And, he has respect for comic book art and comic book artists, and he kind of did so long before it became the in thing to do that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So I always have to give some respect for him for doing that because there have been many times movies, where many directors have wanted to do that. Frank Darabont wanted to use Bernie Wrightson's artwork for the Robert De Niro Frankenstein, and Kenneth Branagh was like, the comic book kid stuff, I don't want to do that. So there's been a lot of like that kind of, look down on the art of comic books, and M. Night Shyamalan was a fan. So I will always give him a little bit of props for that.
Yeah. I mean, he made a whole movie and then 2 more movies subsequently about comics. So
Cool. So last night I went with my dad and my brother to see Dungeons and Dragons, and I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it. Did you see it?
No, not yet. But I'm excited that you liked it.
I had so much fun.
Yeah,
it
seems like
it was a really fun ride. It was funnier than I thought it was going to be. Loved the cast.
Yeah.
But no, it was a great cast. Everybody worked well, and I want to see it again.
Cool.
I want to see it again. Yesterday, I watched the movie Tetris on Apple Plus with Taron Egerton.
Yep.
And it's all about how they got the rights out of Russia to produce Tetris and bring it to the world, because it was basically a Russian game. It was invented in Russia.
Yeah, I saw a preview of this.
It's really interesting. It's really good. They kind of made it more of an espionage kind of action movie, and I was reading like a lot of the stuff, like the guys that actually smuggled the game out of Russia, but the guys that were actually involved saw the script as they're making the movie, and they wanted their input, and they're like, well, this didn't happen. They're like, this is where Hollywood is just being Hollywood. There was no car chase through Moscow, but they're like, whatever, we're probably getting paid for this, so. It was good. It was good. I like Taron Egerton. He plays the head guy Hank that is trying to get the game to the rest of the world, and it's really good how he's kind of being backstabbed and outsmarted by other companies that want it, and he eventually comes out on top. But I'm not going to say how. Check it out.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that's it.
All right. Awesome recommendations, everyone. That'll wrap it up for another episode of Three Geeky Dads. If you care to hear past episodes to enjoy more of our hijinks and shenanigans, Brian, where can they go?
They can go to www.3gdpodcast.com. That's www.3gdpodcast.com. And as Mark said, you'll be able to find all of our past episodes there, along with one-click buttons where you can easily subscribe to us. If you're not already a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Smash one of those buttons and you will not miss an upcoming episode. You'll be able to hear us on the podcast platform of your choice. Our email link is there, along with all of our social media links. We can be found on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We also have a Ko-fi page. Please, if you would like to make a donation, any amount given would be greatly appreciated. It helps keep the show going. And as always, everybody out there, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, everyone. So until next time for Three Geeky Dads, I am Mark.
I'm Derek.
I'm Brian.
I'm Tito.
Saying good night and keep watching the skies, because here comes the kid in a wheelchair. Ah! Thank you.
I just want us to use that every time now.
It's going to be like Paul Rudd at the end of every episode.
Paul Rudd. Hello and welcome to another mind-bending episode of Three Geeky Dads, the show that has all the girls screaming, "Run!" I am Mark, and with me as always are the Anthony and Michael to my hall.
Derek.
And Brian.
And awesome extra, fuck you. Let's do that again. Fuck you. Ah. Dave Caruso arguing with the water machine. I want you to join me on this adventure.
Join me on this adventure.
Join me, son, join me. Do we have a daddy joke?
Oh, no. Can you look up a daddy joke?
A daddy joke?
Daddy! Hello and welcome to Three Geeky Dads. Where the fuck is the thing I thought? Is it down here? It is. Oh, okay. That's my pick.
Too fucking fat for this fucking phone.
Sorry.
You smash the keypad with your palm now.
I wonder,
Okay. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's you guys.
I forgot. It's
you and Brian.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Tito and I.
Mark,
All right,
Mark
ready?
and
Hey, hey, Brian. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, Jesus Christ.
Hey, Brian, how does an alien keep his pants up?
I have no idea, Derek. How?
With an asteroid belt, of course.
Oh my God.
Give me a free cheeseburger.
Can we do that again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
That's such a genuine reaction from Tito.
That was hilarious. That was a good one.
I hit the wrong
The
button.
green light was on?
Actually, that's the button that I hit. I actually stopped the recording instead of hitting.
Oh.
I'm looking for the red button. I
And
saw
now
the first one.
It's
and I was
not
like,
the first
fuck.
time you're hearing the joke.
I might still laugh.
He might still laugh.
Let's
still
see.
laugh.
Pretend you haven't heard it. Men in Black, that shit.
Hey, Brian, how does an alien keep his pants up?
Did you say Abraham?
No, he didn't.
I heard Abraham.
Oh, hey, Brian.
He said,
Oh,
hey,
I
Brian.
heard
Did you say
Abraham.
Hey Blinken or Abe Lincoln?
Abe Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln. Doesn't he work for the
Achoo.
government? Abe Lincoln.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Hey, Brian, how does an alien keep his pants up?
I have no idea, Derek. How?
With an asteroid belt, of course.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Motherfucker.
Is that the new intro? I love it. I love it.
Dude.
Was that Friends? The intro to Friends?
That's what I want.
That-
Not that one.
What is that?
Love it.
Wow, that's catchy.
That's the one that comes with the.
You should write
Oh,
a
I
device.
like
We gotta write
that.
a sitcom now, and then we can.
Right.
You do.
That was
That's
totally
an
a
intro to a
yeah.
sitcom.
All right. Fuck me. All right. Can we do this one more time,
I
Derek?
suppose.
One more time. One more time.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hey, Brian, how does an alien keep his pants up?
I have no idea, Derek. How?
With an asteroid belt, of course.
Hey-o.
Oh my God.